I guess congratulations are in order, Adam. You've done it. This morning, the High Commander of Atlas has signed into law the new special reform. Come New Year's, Fauni won't be allowed to own businesses in Atlas territory any longer. This, coupled with the previous reforms that stopped them of the right to hold public office of any kind, and rising to certain levels in government-controlled businesses, marks the culmination of your efforts. Fauni are once again second-class citizens in Atlas. Decades of progress erased in 3 years. I hope you're proud. Humans are acting out of fear and ignorance, story as old as time. Oh, this actually has a new twist on it. Fear for sure, but ignorance. No, Adam. They're clear-minded and fully aware. You made sure of it. You made sure that they could trace back every single act or indiscriminate violence to the White Fang. You made sure to steer and radicalize, to make humans start thinking any Faunus may be a Fang supporter or collaborator. As it should be. As it should have always been. Brothers and sisters, join together for the cause. The Fang does not speak for all Fauni, Adam. It was never meant to become representative of our way of life or what we, as the people, stand for. Such a small vision, Sienna. It just needed to stand for something better than picketing or pitting humans against their own greed. And what would that be? Obviously, revolution. You mean genocide? Do you seriously intend to drag us into open conflicts with humans? Drag? Don't take me for a tyrant, Sienna. I won't force anyone, but I will take away any other choice. That's not a war we can win, Adam. Just like Vale was untouchable, we all know how that ended. You are meek and short-sighted, Sienna. You had the right idea when you took the Fang over from the Belladonnas. You just lack the resolution to go further. And end up where? Pray tell, how are we going to win a race war when humans outnumber us 12-1? I have my ways, which are to be shared only with those following in my vision, the Fang's vision. And what of those who won't? What of those who would defend the place they found for themselves in the world? A place built on lies and handouts. Worthless. With you or against you, then? It's our people's radiant future they stand against. My brother now choose to walk the path of rebirth, or to us be lost. Radiant bloodshed and glorious war. How many will die? Many, with the knowledge that they will pave the way for our people's golden age. A future where Fauni won't ever be enslaved again. A new world founded on harmonious coexistence, pruned of its original sin and the subsequent rot which has festered and held us down for ages, going as far as infecting even the best of us. The Red Fang will wipe the slate clean, and from there, we will rebuild. Wow. A clean slate, disinfected from the rot. I've heard enough. Lay down your weapons, all of you. Betrayal, then. There is no betrayal in reeling in the chain of a rabid dog. I have no wish to kill you and turn you into a martyr, Adam. But you have more than enough warnings, and I still lit the Fang. The White Fang. A rabid dog. Truly, Sienna, you wound me. But that's not what I was referring to. What are you doing? You've underestimated my popularity, Sienna. Do you see now? Indeed, vision alone won't suffice in shaping our future, nor would it have served in bringing even your most trusted guardians to my side. What matters is the results. You call me a rabbit dog, underestimated me. You can't see that my passion is just a fuel. You can't have... I didn't accept a meeting on all of your terms because of overconfidence. I have been planning this for a long time. I take no pleasure in this, nor do I take pleasure in what's going to happen to your remaining allies today. Bastard! But better the impurities to be purged quickly, without a fight, than in a prolonged civil war. Well, except for you, obviously. Assassination attempts would have been a waste of time on you, Sienna. So please, fight. You! Indeed, me. The dog you've so sorely underestimated. Also, fight the ones you trusted to have your back. Fight as little or as hard as you like, and then die. Die betrayed, outsmarted, outgunned, and alone. Huh? Can anyone else hear that? Whoa. Okay. I thought that's going to be exactly as in the show, but... What the hell was that? Something crashed through the ceiling. Something... No, wait. I think I saw a human silhouette in... Ah! Sienna is trying to escape. Don't let her lose you among the pillars to the west. Bastard. What kind of ears does he have? And someone go check that out. I swear, I saw a person. Don't be stupid. Who the hell could survive that kind of fall? Whoa. Uh-huh. Oh, God. Breathe. Oh. Oh. And now what's happening? Get it together, Sienna. It hasn't been that long since the last fight. Just get out of here before the dust settles. Ugh. There's more fangs outside with guns aimed at the exit. Mother! Fall back towards the altar. There's another way out. I think I know who that is. Who are you? Okay, I'm just going to name myself again, right? Yeah. My name is Handy Cabegas. I'm a hunter. A hunter? A hunter? What is a hunter doing here? Does it matter? The situation hasn't changed. Sienna won't leave here alive. Sir, yes sir. His voice sounds familiar. Where do I know this human from? Another exit? What are you talking? We have precisely 0 time for talking, so here's the full disclosure. I am here to extract you, but I'm not going to die for you. I will now fight my way to the altar. You're welcome to tag along, or you can try your luck through the halls of bullets. Choice is yours. Whatever, just lead the way. Good choice. Now, I trust you won't be holding back. No, I won't. Alright. Hello everyone, my name is Fonihan and welcome back to another episode of JPDE. But this time around, we are actually not playing the original game, we're playing the sequel, Adagio of Darkness. This is made with a completely different engine. Some of you might have known that the original JPDE was made using RWBY, which is a visual novel engine. And it has some kind of like combat mechanic into it, but it's mostly just like a point and click adventure, right? This one though is made with the RPG Maker, so it is more of an RPG with a visual novel element into it. So yeah, at least that's what I learned from our interview that we did with Meinos, the creator himself, several months ago. So yeah, if you want to watch it, then I will leave the link down in the description or maybe in the top right corner of the screen if you're watching here in YouTube. But with that, let's just go ahead and jump straight into the combat. Hello, so this is Han from the future, and I'm going to better explain how the combat in this game works. So this is a turn-based game, as you may have known, and basically you take turns with the enemies attacking each other. If we take a look at the little window on the left, this is the turn timer, which kinda tells us which turn it is and what is going to happen in the next turn. So you can see right now, Sienna is at the top of this turn timer. That means this is now Sienna's turn. And if we take any action here, let's just say I'm going to attack the enemy, then Sienna is going to move down and being replaced by the next person on the turn timer. So what can you do on your turn? So the most obvious thing is that we can choose to attack the enemy, and when you do so, you can choose which enemy that you're going to attack. But you can also choose to use your aura in the forms of semblance or like abilities. As usual, each character has their own set of moves, so you better experiment that to figure out what works the best for you in every encounter. And the next thing that we can do is to guard against the enemy. This basically means that you do nothing in this turn, and any enemy attack that you're going to receive is going to be reduced by a certain amount. You can also choose to use items. Right now we don't actually have any items, but later on in the game you will have several options to recover some of your points and like your attributes over here. We're going to go there in a bit. And the last action that you can choose is that you can escape. If you encounter the enemies that are far stronger than you, or maybe like you're just tired of attacking enemies after enemies, you can go ahead and choose to escape, and basically that ends the fight immediately, but you will not gain any reward. Do note that not all combat encounters can be escaped from. As you can see here, because this fight is actually very important to the story, you cannot actually like choose to escape. So that will not work. Now let's talk about your character's attributes point. So your character has three resources: CP, PP, and FP. So CP stands for Aura Cover Point, which is basically your health. So if this drops to 0, you will die, and if your entire party dies, then the game is over. And the next one is PP, which stands for Aura Pool Point, or like your mana. So basically, if you use your aura ability, this is what resources that they will need. And the last one is FP, which is the focus point. So focus point acts more like a super meter. So there are some abilities later on in the game where instead of using PP, it uses FP. CP and PP were recovered by using items. So far in this game, there is no ability that can restore CP or PP, so maybe it will be added in the future, but I don't know. For FP though, that is actually pretty unique because in order to actually get FP, you need to actually take damage. And that's pretty much it for this entire combat system. It's not really that complicated right now because, well, you don't have a lot of abilities to reconsider, and some of the enemies in this early game were quite easy to defeat. But there is one thing that you should know. If you hate the combat in this game for some reason, there is a choice to skip that entirely. So if we press the escape in the action menu, there is a choice to use the auto battler. And that basically just like let the game plays the combat for you. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of like auto battler, but hey, you do you. At the end of every encounter, you will gain experience and some money, or in RWBY universe that is called Lian. And that's pretty much it for the combat. You fools. Don't lose your focus. It's not over yet. You goddamn fools! How could you let yourself be poisoned to this extent? Don't let up now. We still have the highest obstacle to deal with. That is quite enough. I don't know what you're here for exactly, human. But Sienna dies here. You've just added another corpse to the pile. Adam, you'll pay for this! Sorry, no can do. I need her alive. Another battle! Oh, this time around we have... yeah, this is the standard RPG stuff, right? Alright, so that only leaves Adam now. Oh, of the living. Oh, that actually deals a lot of damage. Ugh. Goodbye, Sienna. Oh. You ferment. What did I just do? I don't like to repeat myself. She is not dying here. Your arm. Lost the old one during the fall of Beacon. This one's pretty useful though. Beacon. Now I remember. You're the kid who got torn to shreds. But how? As much as I love to make you pay for Beacon, time's up. What? What? What happened? The door to the west of the altar. Come on. Escape. Okay then. Yeah, that is actually another option that you can do in the game. So if you encounter enemies stronger than you, you can escape. Would you care to explain what the hell just happened? Focus on catching your breath and give me 1 second to... Ah, there. Melted the lock. Even if they get through the rubble, they won't be able to open the door without blasting it open and bringing the rest of the chapel down on their heads. And for what happened, where do you think I dropped from? I have a transport. An armed transport. And they didn't intervene earlier because we didn't know which blob of heat was you. The rock on the red cliffs play a number on sensors apparently. That's why I had to drop in. I bet that's the main reason why the Fang claimed this old fortress as a base of operations. If you know about that, you realize we can simply go at the other entrance of the underground prison. If there were more Fangs outside the chapel, there must be others there too. I know, but that's not where I plan to leave from in the first place. You'll have to guide me from here on out though. We need to go further down, but we could only get a partial map from the scan. Further down? I think this is the time for us to explore, right? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, because this is an RPG, instead of clicking on them like in the original game, you can just like walk around and explore stuff. What is it? An obelisk to one of the brother gods lay forgotten. Oh, is that a save station? Yes, it is a save station. Okay. Redcliffe Prison. No, seriously. Wait a moment. What do you mean we're going further down? All we will find is the second level of the prison. Hmm. Well, in short, while we couldn't get a complete scan of the area, we found a system of natural caves. Natural caves? Apparently, there's a point in the lower level where the rock is thin enough to blow up. I don't know exactly where from the scan, but I'll be able to spot it when I see it. I'm surprised you managed to get even that much. Are you from Atlas? That kind of technology. Atlas wishes they had someone like the professor on board. Well, actually, they kinda did at one point. I'm sorry? It's a long story. Let's keep moving. The longer we dally here, the sooner your former subordinates can catch up to us. And I can't rocket punch people all the time. I guess it's some kind of special move. Great timing, by the way. What can I say? I was in the zone. I don't always get there the same way, but I can adapt. About you and Beacon. Oh, well, yeah, it's true. I saw that footage. The injuries. How did you survive? Who says I did? What? I don't like to talk about it. Okay, those are the stairs leading to the lower level. Guess we won't have to go through more fangs after they... Hear a voice from the corridor going south! They're heading to the lower level! Oh, my lord. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. How could I let this happen? How could I be so blind? Try not to think about it too much. It was their decision to follow Adam, and we didn't make them throw themselves at us. was the leader of the White Fang. My duty was literally to guide the organization to its goals and not let it be led astray. Never let it go too far. I failed. All of this is my fault. Look, I can't really imagine what you must be going through right now, but I've been in a leadership position before. It wasn't easy, and that was for a group of 4 people plus a friend. It's not supposed to be easy, and it's a role I asked for. I miscalculated, overestimated my finger on the pulse of the Fang, and underestimated Adam's growing clout. Now he's going to lead them all to the slaughter. And take a lot of innocent people with them again. If we're talking about the responsibility of power, B can also happen on your watch. Yet you chose now to have a crisis? I don't know why they're bothering to have you safe. Okay, usually in RPGs like this, you're supposed to explore, but the problem about exploring this place like this is that every time you move, there is a chance that you're going to encounter an invisible encounter and you will be forced into a combat. Let's see what we can get here. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Found it. This is the spot. Are you sure? Positive. Let me set up the explosive charge I brought and... Short. Belay that order. We got a problem. What's wrong? Incomplete scan, remember? Thinness is there, but we couldn't account for the fortification on this side. The charge won't be through. Fork! I see. In that case, we need to increase its potency with a dust crystal. You can't do that? I've done it many times. There should be some low-quality dust in the storage room to the west we can use. Yeah, thank the brothers. I didn't bring any. A hunter with no dust on him? Seriously? Yeah, I know. Let's just say there's a rationing regime back home. Dust crystals, finally! Wind crystals, low quality. How powerful is your charge? Let me see. The specs are... Alright, this one should do it. Let's go back to the wall and blow it to Kingdom Come then. Alright, so how do we do this? First of all, show me your charge. Here, I got some tools too. They're intended for my arm, but they should still do the trick. Good. Let's see what we're dealing with. The overall design seems Atlassian, but the components are of Mistrali make? Where did you get this? Back home. Reminds me again. Who do you rep? And who's paying for this extraction mission? People who want you alive and well. We can talk when we're out of danger, Sienna. Fair enough. Watch the door. This shouldn't take me too long. It's done. Let's back up first then. It's remote controlled. And boop! Nice work. Never thought I'll be glad to have a terrorist at hand. Told you I'd done this a few times. So you did. Let's go. Red Cliff Waterway 4. Ah, okay. Finally we had some bright places. This is significantly bigger than I thought. That makes two of us. There's fluorescent moss and air in here. The underground river must have excavated our time. This must be the water source that supposedly dried up and forced Vacuo to abandon the fortress centuries ago. Oh, so we are in Vacuo, huh? Oh, yeah, that tracks. I guess it just got diverted then. Most likely. Brothers only know what goes on deep underground. Watch out! Oh, now we're going to fight some beast. So what are these? Like ants? Wait, those are just some Grim, right? Yeah. Apparently there are some ant Grim under here. So the Red Cliffs are home to a nest of Grim. Cool. Cool. Cataglyphs. They're scavengers, pretty common in the vacuously cold desert. I think we covered them in Grim studies. They should only go after already dead prey then. Normally yes, but they got the home advantage here. I wouldn't push my luck. Okay, screw it. I'm turning on my compass. Your what? It's an auto mapping system. They suggested not relying on it because of the rocks, but it should give us a general directions to follow at least. If it gives us the trouble, I can just turn it off again. Whatever helps us get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, on that note, here, you should carry some of these too. You receive 30 C-Stims 1, P-Stims 1, and E-Stims 1. What are these? Combat stimulants. They force a reaction in the body that replenish your aura cover or aura pool without the need for focusing. Oh. They what? Just apply it to the skin and click. They won't leave a mark. This kind of technology. Did you also get this back home? You know it. It's top secret, so shh. Let's go now. I love how nonchalant he is. Oh, what is this? Damn, that was close. Between the consumption from the river and the cataglyphs nesting, let's watch our stuff. And another encounter. Oh, what the heck is that? I'm going to focus Sienna just on attacking. Cool Lim Shan. Strong. Oh, there is like a damage type in this game, huh? We'll get to it when we get there, but for now, we want to slow this thing down from not attacking us. One way you can do that is by altering the turn timer. My character skill, Sucker Punch, has an ability that can delay the enemy's turn. So here you can see that after my attack, then the enemy is going to attack next, right? But if I do this, now he is delayed until the next Sienna's turn. So that's nice, right? Yeah, the problem is though, I cannot only use my ability once every 3 turns, so Sienna doesn't have any... I guess you can use Soak Whip. Oh, okay, that just ends the fight immediately. Yeah, because apparently that beast is weak to water elemental attack, so that's why it takes like more damage. Oh, and now I level up again. Oh, what is this? Well, I'll be damned. We must be closer to an opening than I thought. What do you mean? I got reception from my transport, I mean, and it seems to be getting stronger in... That direction. We should head that way. Maybe there's an exit. Okay. Sounds good. That is an opening. Granted, just not the one I think we'll be able to use. Yeah, the walls are way too slippery. At least we have confirmation we're close to the surface. Hello? Kaisen, green, what? Oh, sweet. Han here. Can you hear me? Is that? Okay, that is not a new character, by the way. Green, closer to an open... A friend from my transport. Maybe if I get directly underneath an opening. This is Han. Can you hear me now? N2, come in. Green 2, do you copy? Gamma, this is Han. I hear you loud and clear now. No. What do you mean, no? That's not the proper nomenclature. The proper... Gamma, we kinda have a situation down here. Can we please skip the role-playing? Role-playing? You will address me with the proper moniker when on mission, Green 2. Oh, for the love of... This is Green 2. Do you copy, Gem 1? Loud and clear. Glad to see you in one piece, Green 2. Glad to hear from you too, Gem 1. As I was saying, we kinda have a situation down here. The situation? How's the package? The package is safe and sound as well. Say hi, Sienna. Hello, I guess? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mishkan. On behalf of the Royal Hunters of Peak, I want to assure you we will do our utmost to extract you safely. Thanks, I appreciate it. On that note, the situation is that the Red Cliffs are home to a nest of cataclysms grim. Oh, I see. Have you been able to locate an exit yet? Nope. We found an opening which made the signal strong enough for contact, but we can't use it to leave. We'd appreciate some more intel. Roger. I'm downloading the data you acquired of your surroundings. She sounds pretty young. Is she a hunter too? Not exactly. She's one of the most reliable people I know though. An exit has been located. I've managed to extrapolate a path from your data and the scans we have of the outside. I'm uploading it to your device integrated with an updated mission briefing. Great! Is it far? No. We will position ourselves to meet you at the exit. I should warn you though. The crevice opens up on a natural path leading up to the cliffs. We've detected humanoid presence on it. Oh great! Oh boy, more fangs! One more reason to hurry up to the exit then. Thank you, Gem 1. I will create a permanent uplink in this location if you want to communicate again or upload further data. I will also try and establish one near the exit. Much obliged. Green 2 out. Gem 1 over and out. And Han, please be careful. What's on your mind? And I mean, other than your former subordinates. The Royal Hunters. So you're from Peak, as I suspected. The Duchy of Peak, yes. Last I heard, you weren't actually recognized as an independent territory, let alone a monarchy. Indeed, but they tell me that's about to change. I see. Report to Commander Torchwick on the bridge. So some of you might be a little bit of a loss about like the lore between the first game and the second game because there is like a 3-year time skip, but as we play on, you will understand some of the happenings in here. So yeah, just keep watching and give me those sweet watch time. What's wrong? Getting a cold feet now? A fang is a fang. I guess jumping would work, but honestly, I'd rather you do it. Wait, what? I'm not going to kill you, Sienna. Getting cold feet now? A fang is a fang. You saved my life up there, so in a way, it's in your hands right now. I much prefer if you took it yourself instead. Instead of what? Don't patronize me, please. I know in what situation Peak is. Phil doesn't want to recognize the territory you're on as no man's land. Atlas has been trying to absorb the remains of Beacon's Hunter chapter into their own. And neither of them have any interest in recognizing the duchy as an independent city-nation. The only ally you have is Vacuo. Your point being? You need to offer them something in exchange. Something they can present as a win to their citizens. And what better prize than the leader of the White Fang, the monstrous organization behind the fall of Beacon, the villains who made the Atlas military lose face. You're no longer the leader of the Fang. That's not going to be common knowledge for a while longer. And I heard how you spoke to Adam. You were there 3 years ago. You're resentful. It's not just your arm. The fall of Beacon took something else away from you. Something important. Or someone. That's got nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with it. You have a reason to hate the Fang, and I owe you my life. I'd rather have you take it now. If you refuse, I'll throw myself to the void. You're really going to kill yourself? Yes. The alternative is being traded around like a political bargaining chip, paraded around, tortured, and then publicly executed for a frenzied audience. I'd rather die. I may have failed the Fang in life, but I will not fail it in death. You still care about the Fang? I'd say they failed you more than you failed them. Still, we were born and we transform for a reason, and our actions, as much as you humans would like to think otherwise, were necessary. We motivated and forced change that benefited everyone, human and faunus. Adam is now going to take that legacy, all those accomplishments, paint them in useless bloodshed, and bring us all back to year zero. I'll be damned if I help humans add further fuel to the fire. You're partially right. About what? We're extracting you to get public support and recognition from a second nation other than Vacuo. True. But we're not going to hand you over to anyone. We're going to keep you in Peak. Also, we didn't come up with an idea on our own. We were asked to do this by Menagerie. Menagerie? How do you think we got the intel in the first place? The information and request came directly from Gira Belladonna, which is, if you remember, Blake's father. You're lying. That's absurd. Your predecessor wanting to keep you alive is absurd? Menagerie has never exposed itself like this. They can't afford to. Not for... Maybe now he can. Or maybe he can afford not to. And now I understand why. How did he even... Adam told you, remember? You had allies in the Fang. Allies he couldn't get his claws into. I think that they couldn't let a message to you because they'd have to go through the Fang. They didn't know who to trust, but they managed to get to Gira. I still can't believe Gira would break the country's neutrality policy for me. Well, I don't know Gira Belladonna. I'm more familiar with his daughter, Blake. From what I can tell, you respect his judgment. You trust him? With my life. Then, do you honestly believe he would do anything that could endanger his country? Your people? I still don't have any proof you're telling the truth. Indeed. So, you can have your life back, Sienna. It's yours to do what you want with, as it should be for everyone. In exchange, I would have your trust. I swear on my honor, you're going to have the full protection of Peak from all your enemies. Whatever comes next, you're important, Sienna. It's not time for you to die yet. You're very kind, you know that? Oh, don't get mushy on me. I just want to leave this place before I become Grimfather. Right. You won't die for me, I remember. Exactly. So, grab one of these and help yourself. You receive 2 esteems. Oh, okay. The exit! We made it! Ah, fresh air and natural light. Never knew how much I needed them until I got deprived. Too bad about the welcoming party. The leader of the White Fang, saved by a human. Are they here yet? Oh, yep. How much more shame will you bring to the cause, Sienna? Scourge. Coming all the way up here for me? You shouldn't have. Scourge? Is that his real name? Might as well be. That's what everybody calls him. It's not a name, it's the role I took upon myself, to be the scourge of humans and traitors alike. Traitor. Is that really what you think? You conspired behind my back, scale-up operation in fail to a level I would have never approved of, tried to assassinate me to wrestle control of the Fang, and I am the traitor? Your leadership was a detriment to the cause. Your very existence is. Now, we've tried to make you see the truth many times, Sienna, to no avail. Scale-up operations in fail? Wait a moment. I pity your blindness, but it's time to pay for your failings. My biggest failing was not extirpating? Is that a word? I don't know, okay. My biggest failing was not extirpating people like you from the Fang when I had the chance, Scourge. Maybe so. Time to time out. What? Sorry to cut in, but I was wondering. Chainsaw, large build, Serpentine, Grim Mask. You wouldn't happen to be the guy who got his tendons done by Sierra Taipan, would you? Oh yeah, there you go. Snake Faunus, Tan Skin, Curve Blades. You, that woman! Oh wow. With the way you were posturing, I thought we were dealing with someone important. You're just Titania's and Team Thunder's sloppy seconds. Ew! I will paint this cave with your entrails, human! You can try, Scourgy, but honestly, I should thank you. I've been waiting to vent my frustration on someone directly involved with the fall of Beacon for a long time. Alright then, this is the boss fight, I guess. Whip Dance or Whip Rush? Let's use Whip Rush first. That eliminates entirely of his lackeys. The stun punch to get him stunned, if possible. Okay, he gets stunned. Nice. Then I will try to use Shockwave. Okay, not enough. Holy frick, that's a lot of damage. I'm going to heal Sienna back to full if possible. Not yet enough. Now, unfortunately, I cannot see his health bar though, so I don't know how far we should go with this, but let's do a stun punch. Maybe I can stun him. Yep, he got stunned again. And now Sienna will try to use a Whip Dance. Okay, and he's down. Nice. Oh, and Sienna level up again. And he's down. I refuse. Not to a human and a traitor. Not again. Damn, he's stubborn. You don't know the half of it. His semblance. What's this? The cataglyphs. Looks like we were being a bit too negative for comfort. You dare? You dare! It's our chance. Let's go. Moving it, ma'am. Oh, he's going to get eaten by the rim now, isn't it? Ah! Short, I almost feel sorry for the guy. Don't be, trust me. Let's just get to your transport. Well, I guess he's dead. But again, he dies off screen, so we don't know if he's actually dead.